thanks to Vayu for sponsoring today's video. Hi guys, welcome back. So today, I'm in a good mood. I've got very basic Starbucks coffee. And we're gonna go back to the roots of the channel. And we're going to be unboxing a whole bunch of really nice Fate figures. Fate has to have some of the best anime figures out there. I think still today, a lot of the really nice figures are dominated by Fate, although nowadays you do have a lot more from other gacha games. But I never really played any of those other gacha games as much as I played Fate, so that is probably where my allegiance lies. And so today, I'm very excited. I've got 4 Fate figures to unbox, and yeah, let's get into it. The first figure today is one that I cannot wait to unbox, and it has been such a long time coming, and that is the Type Moon Racing Jeanne d'Arc and Astolfo 1/7 scale figure by Stronger. It was a bloody process getting this into my hands. Yeah, so initially this figure was already delayed for ages. I don't know how long. I'll put it on the screen if I can work it out, but it honestly feels like it could have been like a year. And then I also had AmiAmi cancel the item on me. Oh, all right, a little bit of a mini story here because I do want to rant about it, but feel free to skip it. Like, I don't blame you. So basically, when the figure came out, a bunch of people started getting their AmiAmi payment requests. But a few people, and me included, instead got a nice little email that was basically like, psych, your order's been cancelled and you don't even have the pre-order anymore. And I was like livid. I was really angry because obviously I had this figure pre-ordered for like over a year. I've been waiting for it. It was locked in with AmiAmi. And the reason they cancelled it is because they were only going to ship this out with EMS, and EMS was not operating in Australia at the time. And they said that they can't ship this using DHL because DHL can only provide compensation of the merchandise price, not the shipping fee. And so they were like, we're not going to ship using DHL, which is like, I've never heard of that before. I'll put an actual quote of what they said to me, but I was like really obviously upset. They did say that if you had an alternative address to a country that does ship using EMS, you could transfer your pre-order. I didn't really have anyone. I did ask if I could just ship it to like a shipping forwarding service, but AmiAmi literally bans any address that's a known shipping forwarder, so that wasn't an option either. Yeah, so I was really upset because I was kind of left without a pre-order, and the prices of this were already pretty high in the auctions. So this retailed for 25,000 yen, which is a lot of money. It's a very expensive figure. And when this was cancelled on the auction, like the cheapest one was 35,000 yen. So yeah, basically I knew I wanted the figure, so I was able to get them at the auctions for like 38,000 yen, which is just insane. And I think the real kicker is after I did ship them here, like now looking at the prices, they are way cheaper now. They basically tanked. Now you can get them for about 28,000 yen. So I kind of feel like such a clown because if I just was like, okay, let me just wait, I could have saved like 10,000 yen. But I did really want this figure. This was on my top 9 most anticipated pre-orders of the year. So I wasn't gonna like let them go, and I was really worried the price would just like keep going up. So I'm glad that I've got them, but I did learn a lesson that if you're gonna pre-order on AmiAmi, sometimes if the item's like too expensive or too fragile, or they decide that they don't want to ship using DHL, like they might just cancel on you. And that's not a nice feeling because with anime figures, there's such a pre-order culture where you want a pre-order locked in, and sometimes like the price of a pre-order can go up right before the item's even out. Anyway, that's the story. They're here. I'm gonna try and not think about how I definitely overpaid for them. And I'm just gonna focus on how beautiful they're gonna be once I open it. I think it's something like my second or third ever YouTube video, which is horrendous, don't go and watch it. I unboxed the Jeanne and Mordred racing figure by Stronger, and I like fell in love. I still love that figure so much. It's just a little big and a little difficult to display, but I love Time Moon racing figures. Like, I have a soft spot for them, so All right, first thing we have is the base. So we have some tires and this big round base. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't have the big round base and they would just sit on the tires. Then they would take up a lot less floor space. All right, there we go. I have put them together. They were a little tricky to assemble because you have to take Jeanne's arm off, put Astolfo in, and then kind of link them together. But once you get it right, they're pretty stable and they are so cute. They are absolutely adorable. I love the composition of this figure. I love that they're both sitting on these tires and they've linked their arms. It just looks really cute and adorable, and Jeanne and Astolfo as a duo go really well together. I love the long braids in the back and the contrast of their hair color. I really like how shiny their outfits are, but I do think the shading on the outfit could have been a little bit more detailed than it is. I am really impressed with the face and the hair for the characters. I think they're perfect. I am a little disappointed that the ties that they're sitting on are so bare, like there's no treads, I believe that's what you call on them at all. There's no brand detailing on the tires. Like it just, I expected more there. I really like this figure because I love how cute it is, but definitely this is nowhere near as dynamic as the Jeanne and Astolfo racing figure. Like that one, they were like leaning, there was this flag and the flag was blowing. That one's like way more impressive. This one's just a couple of anime, well, a girl and a guy sitting on some tires, but it's really cute and I have a soft spot for these characters, so I do really like it, but definitely not worth 38,000 yen. I don't even think it's worth 28,000 yen. Probably not worth 25,000 yen. I think it's definitely overpriced for what it is. There's definitely like a premium here for the racing theme and for the connecting of the characters. But I am still happy that I got it because I do really like these characters and the theme, and I think it's just adorable. I am very happy to finally have this in my collection. I can cross this off my top 9 pre-orders list. They are beautiful and I cannot wait to display them. Oh, and the Nero and Tomoe racing figure just released. I did also pre-order that one, but I haven't got my payment request yet. I hope it doesn't get spontaneously cancelled. That would be fun. So I brought up my like top 9 most anticipated pre-orders, and there's actually another one of those figures that I'm gonna unbox today, but I think I'm gonna save that one for last because I'm very keen. Before we move on, a quick word from today's sponsor, Bai. Bai is a Japanese proxy shipping service that lets you buy things from Japanese stores that you otherwise would be unable to buy from. So you could browse sites such as Amazon JP, Yahoo Japan Auctions, Mercari, Rakuten, and like so much more. And then Bai will handle any bidding or domestic shipping for you. You don't need to know any Japanese to use their service, and they offer a ton of additional features such as snipe bidding, package consolidation, as well as setting up email filters for specific search terms. So if you're also hunting for some figures, Bai can help you look at Japanese options to find the best deal and then ship them to you. Bai offers a wide array of international shipping options such as DHL, FedEx, EMS, and Surface Parcel. Use the link in the description below to get 2,000 yen off of your first Bai purchase. Thanks again to Bai for sponsoring today's video. So next up, I'm gonna open this one. The Saber Alter Heroic Spirit Traveling Outfit version by Good Smile Company. I was very, very excited for this figure. Like, I think this is so cute. I love her outfit, but I have seen a few other unboxings of her, and I think people found her a little underwhelming. So let's see what I think. This actually came out a while ago. I just had her in storage while I was moving, so bit of a pain to get her unboxed. She retailed for 15,000 yen, which is like pretty expensive, I think, for just like a 1/7 girl doing some shopping, but she's very cute. First up, we have the base. It's just this stone ground. I think it's pretty nice. All right, here she is unboxed. She's actually really nice. She's pretty easy to put together, except you do have to put on this little ring on her boot separately, which is a little tricky. But apart from that, it's just 1/7 scale on the base. I think she's a really nice figure. I think Good Smile Company have done a really nice job on the sculpting. And there's also some really nice details. I love the details on her boots, all of the items in the grocery bag, and the little coffee cup as well is so cute. I think the biggest reason why this figure was underwhelming for a lot of people is that her paint job and her colors don't look like they did in the prototype. The most obvious difference is the pattern on the pants. In the prototype, there's white stripes. There are no white stripes on mine. My pattern on the pants is pretty neat, but not as cute as the one in the prototype pictures. In general, all of the colors are a little bit more dull than they were in the prototype. In the prototype, like, the undercoat was a bright red, and in real life it's just kind of dull. Same with her hair and everything else. Like, yeah, the colors are just not as bright, and so she's less impactful. Looking at the aftermarket prices, she's not really gone up in price, and it doesn't surprise me because she's kind of average. Like, I do still really like it. I love how the jacket flows out. It's a very nice design, very cool figure, and I love Salter just getting her groceries and, you know, grabbing her coffee. Like, I think that is so cute, but I just wish the colors were like they were in the prototype, damn it. I really like this figure, but I don't know if, given I know what she looks like, I would have paid 15,000 yen for her. I think I might have given her a miss. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would have got her. I do really like the vibes she gives off. But yeah, a little disappointed on this one. Do better, Good Smile. Do better. Next up, we have a figure that I also kept in storage while I was moving, and now that it's out of storage, I'm a little bit regretful that I bought it. Sorry to like be a downer on the figure before I've even opened it. It is the Saber Alter Rider figure by Amakuni. It is very, very cool. But I just pre-ordered it when I was a little trigger happy with pre-ordering, and I probably wouldn't pre-order this if you asked me now, just because I have a lot of Saber Alter figures, and I mean, this one is really cool. I do really like the coat. Okay, let me open it and then I'll decide whether I would have pre-ordered it or not. The blister pack is huge for this figure. It's that big jacket of hers. It's massive. Here is the base. It is navy blue with some embellishments on it. It's okay, not my favorite, and it's a little bigger than I would like. Takes up a lot of space in a detolf. Here is her giant jacket. We've also got her sword and her sniper, very cool. So first up, displaying her without her jacket, she does look like a total badass. I'm really impressed with Amakuni and what they've done with this figure. I think the Salter sculpt of the dress and her body and her hair, it's so well done, and I'm really liking the metallic finish on her dress. I think that the two weapons are beautifully detailed and they're just so awesome. I love the way she just props them both up. It's such a power pose. Now I'm gonna put the jacket on, and I'm definitely worried about paint transfer. I think that is a known issue with this. Okay, the jacket didn't feel too bad to put on. And it definitely makes the figure like way more dynamic. It actually fits on really well. Yeah, that's pretty sturdy. The jacket's done really well as well. I love the way that they've sculpted the fabric folds, and I love the sleeves just kind of billowing in the wind. That's really cool. She definitely has more of a presence when you put the jacket on her, but I kind of think it adds too much black to the figure, that like, the whole thing's really dark then, that I kind of prefer it with the jacket off. Which is dumb because I feel like a lot of the price probably went into the jacket. I should have mentioned this figure is 18,000 yen, which is pretty expensive, and I think she's gone up a little bit in the aftermarket to about 20,000. So I said I would report back on whether I would pre-order this again. Oh, I'm still very much on the fence. Like, I think Amakuni has done such a good job, but I just think that I have better Salter figures than this. Yeah, I guess I was trying to compare this to the heroic traveling version, but they've got such different vibes that like, I can't even compare them. But this is cool. I'll definitely display it for a bit and then see how I vibe with it. Yeah, maybe this is one that I sell to someone who would appreciate her a little more. She is like a beautiful figure, just probably don't have the room for as many Saber Alter figures as I have. Moving on to a figure that I definitely won't be selling, and I'm very happy I pre-ordered. We'll be unboxing the Tomoe Heroic Spirit Traveling Outfit version 1/7 painted figure by Max Factory. Like the racing figure, this was a shoo-in into my top 9 most anticipated pre-orders. She is beautiful. Like, I like Tomoe. I think she's, you know, pretty. I like her character design, but she's definitely not my favorite Fate servant. But this figure was so beautiful. I mean, the source art is beautiful. The outfit design is gorgeous. And to top it off, Max Factory, one of my other favorite manufacturers, like, they just put out such high quality figures that, yeah, I instantly pre-ordered this one. She retails for 18,000 yen, which is pretty expensive for a 1/7, but hopefully that means that she's got some really nice details and sculpting on the figure. I can't wait, let's get her open. Here is her base, very similar to the Saber Alter shopping one. It's just kind of a stone path. Oh my god, I've just put her together and here she is. She is phenomenally, let me try that again. She is phenomenally beautiful. She is stunning. I love this figure so much. Max Factory have done such a good job on this figure. First of all, her sculpt is beautiful. I love everything about it. On her dress, she's actually got different textures for the different patterns that I didn't even notice. I love the usage of the different materials. Her scarf is translucent, her hair is a little bit translucent, and the umbrella is also a little bit see-through. I love the coloring on this figure as well. The dress is beautiful. I love the color choices, the color combos. I love the color on the umbrella and the patterns. It's just all so aesthetically pleasing to look at. Yeah, this figure is so nice. I am so continually impressed by Max Factory. I am such a Max Factory stan. I love Max Factory figures. This is beautiful. I'm so excited. I pre-ordered this one and I have her now. She's so gorgeous. Now, if I had one complaint, it would be that her boob area doesn't really look like fabric. Like, it doesn't look realistic. Fabric doesn't sit like that on boobs. So apart from that, I think this is a beautiful figure, and I would honestly recommend this to like anyone. Like, even if you don't really care about Fate or the servant, like, it's just beautiful. I think she's gone up in price a little bit. I think I saw around 20,000 yen pre-owned maybe. But yeah, I'm so happy to have her. Oh, she's gorgeous. And I'm glad I saved the best for last. But that is all of the Fate figures I had. A bit of a mixed bag, definitely some highlights and a couple of, I wouldn't say low lights, but medium lights, like in the middle. But let me know what your favorite figure was, or if there's been a pre-order recently that you've received that you're like, shouldn't have pre-ordered this, I was on the fence about it. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a good week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Don't know why I stopped waving with this hand. Big huge thank you to Fakan, Honey, Leonidas, Mr. Dan, Neon Yan, Reika, Rarika, Ro, Sarah B, Sleepy Quinny, Tattletale, Zach Roberts, and this username that I'm gonna go with saying is Itan 152mm World of Tanks Blitz, as well as all of these beautiful names on the screen.